Hi, I'm AJ Hogue from Business English Conversations. Welcome to rule number 4 for excellent business English conversation. What is rule number 4? Rule number 4, also very powerful, is this. Learn deeply. Learn deeply. Another way to say this is learn for mastery. Learn for mastery. Let me explain what this means. Usually in business English classes, textbooks, there is an idea that you need to go faster, right? The idea of keep covering all the material. That's a thing that teachers say a lot. So you do chapter number 1 and you learn a bunch of vocabulary and maybe some grammar. Then you learn chapter number 2, then chapter number 3, and you just keep going forward quite quickly. The problem is you never deeply learn chapter 1. So when you get to chapter 3, you forget a lot of the things in chapter 1. You forget a lot of the words, a lot of the vocabulary. And then you move forward and you're forgetting most of what you're studying. You're never learning it in a deep way so that you can use it confidently, easily, naturally. See, there's a big difference, for example, between knowing a word a little bit, studying it for a test, and getting the correct answer. On the other hand, to actually master that word, learn it deep inside, so that when you hear it in a normal conversation, you instantly understand it. And when you want to use it in a conversation, it just comes out of your mouth. No thinking, no trying to translate, no hesitation, no stopping, nothing. It comes out very easily, naturally. There's a big difference between those two things. The school way of learning, which is you memorize it, you take a test, and you think you know it. But the problem is you still can't really use it. When you hear it in a real business conversation, you're confused. You have to translate. You don't instantly know the meaning. And you certainly can't use it in a natural, easy way because you did not learn it deeply. That's the normal situation in schools and with textbooks and with a normal way of learning. So that's not what we want. We want to do the opposite. We want to learn every business phrase at a very deep level so that when you hear it, you instantly know the meaning. You don't need to translate it to your language. You don't need to think about it at all. It's instant. The word hits your ears, goes into your ear, you instantly know exactly what it means. Also then, at a later point, of course, your listening is always going to be better, but eventually, when you learn it deeply, when you instantly understand it, you'll then be able to use it in a very easy, natural way. You'll use that phrase, it'll just come out of your mouth quickly, no thought, no translating. That's the goal. And you need to learn deeply to do that. So how do you learn deeply? What's the secret? Well, it's a very simple secret, and it's simply this: lots of repetition. Lots of repetition. See, what a lot of people do is they get easily bored, and they always want something new, more. But what you need to do instead is to focus on learning everything deeply. So imagine you have a business English conversation, a recording of a business English conversation. Now, most people will listen to that conversation a few times, maybe once, twice, 3 times. They'll study the words. They'll memorize the words. And then they'll say, well, now I know it. And they'll get rid of it, and they'll go to a new conversation, and they'll do it again. And of course, what happens? They forget most of the first one. That's not what you're going to do. Here's what I want you to do instead. Here's how you learn deeply. You have one recorded business English conversation. On day number 1, you listen to that conversation 2 or 3 times. And yes, you learn the new phrases, so you understand everything. On day 2, you listen to that same one again. You listen to that same business English conversation again. 1, 2, 3 times. This time, you understand everything much faster. On day 3, you listen to the same one again. On day 4, the same one again. On day 5, the same conversation again. On day 6, the same one again. On day 7, the same one again, at least a full week, listening to that same business English conversation, learning it deeply. Now, when you first listen to it, it's going to seem a little difficult. But on day 7, it will seem easy. You'll instantly understand everything. Let's imagine it's a difficult conversation. On day 7, it's still a little difficult for you. Should you go to something new? No. Day 8, listen to it again. Day 9, listen to it again. Day 10, listen to it again. Now you can add other things too, so you don't get bored. You can listen to that conversation and also listen to some other things, listen to some stories, listen to other business English. You can mix it around, but still every day you'll listen to that conversation at least once and hopefully more. By doing this for 7 days or 10 days or 14 days, with everything you have, all of your business English audios, you will learn everything at a much deeper level. You'll understand business English instantly. You'll use it correctly without thinking, without translating. That's what you want. That's what you need. In a business English situation, such as a job interview, or you're selling something, or you're talking to another company about a deal or selling or buying, or you're talking to a customer, you don't want to be thinking, You need to know everything at a deep, deep level. You need to master business English. Very important, especially in business situations. You do that by learning deeply. So, rule number 4, very simple, learn deeply. Lots of repetition. Listen, listen, listen for many, many, many days to everything you have. Learn deeply. See you again.